Hello and welcome. My name is Alan, and we are back with more members of the 118th Congress. Today we are looking at Senator Gary C. Peters, who is one of the two senators for the state of Michigan. He is a Democrat, and before he took office, he was preceded in office by Carl Levin. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at who he is as an individual. He was born in Pontiac, Michigan on December the 1st, 1958. Earned a Bachelor of Arts from Alma College in Alma, Michigan in 1980. Earned an MBA in Finance from the University of Detroit in Detroit, Michigan in 1984. Earned a JD from Wayne State University in Detroit, Michigan in 1989. Earned an MA in Philosophy from Michigan State University in East Lansing, Michigan in 2007. Has a diploma from the Naval Command and Staff U.S. Naval War College in Newport, Rhode Island in 2018. Has an MA in Political Science from Wayne State University in Detroit, Michigan in 2020. A member of the U.S. Navy Reserve 93 to 2000 and 2001 to 2005, attaining the rank of Lieutenant Commander. Was the Assistant Vice President at Merrill Lynch 1980 to 1989. Vice President of UBS Paine Webber 1989 to 2003. Arbitrator for Financial Industry Regulatory Authority. Instructor at Oakland University in Rochester, Michigan, and in Wayne State University in Detroit, Michigan. Professor at Central Michigan University. Member of the Rochester Hills, Michigan City Council 1991 to 1993. Member of the Michigan State Senate 1995 to 2002. Had an unsuccessful candidacy for Michigan State Attorney General in 2002. Was the Chief Administrative Officer for the Bureau of Investments for the state of Michigan in 2003. The Lottery Commissioner for the state of Michigan 2003 to 2007. Before being elected as a Democrat to the 111th and two succeeding Congresses, so the House of Representatives, was not a candidate for re-election to the House of Representatives, but was elected as a Democrat to the U.S. Senate in 2014, being re-elected in 2020 for the term ending January 3rd, 2027. Now, let's go ahead and look at the committees he is on. He is on the Committee on Appropriations, of which he's on the Subcommittee on Agriculture, Rural Development, Food and Drug Administration, and related agencies. The Subcommittee on Commerce, Justice, Science, and related agencies. The Subcommittee on Homeland Security. The Subcommittee on Interior, Environment, and related agencies. And the Subcommittee on Military Construction, Veterans Affairs, and related agencies. He's on the Committee on Armed Services, of which he's on the Subcommittee on Airland, the Subcommittee on Cybersecurity, the Subcommittee on Emerging Threats and Capabilities, and the Subcommittee on Sea Power. He's on the Committee on Commerce, Science and Transportation, of which he's on the Subcommittee on Communications, Media, and Broadband, the Subcommittee on Space and Science, and the Subcommittee on Surface Transportation, Maritime, Freight, and Ports, of which he is chairman. And he's on the Committee on Homeland Security and Governmental Affairs, of which he is chairman, of which he's on the Permanent Subcommittee on Investigations, the Subcommittee on Emerging Threats and Spending Oversight, and the Subcommittee on Government Operations and Border Management. Now, let's look at his top 5 industry donors over his career. At the top, retired, who have donated $7,453,688. Next is lawyers and law firms, who have donated $5,474,675. Next is education, who have donated $3,910,014. Next is securities and investment, who have donated $3,703,830. And fifth is Democratic Liberal Groups, who have donated $3,051,977. Now, let's look at his top 5 industry or individual and state individual donors and contributors over his career. Blah. At the top, number 1, we have the University of Michigan, and it is a public research university in Ann Arbor, Michigan. Altogether, it has donated $811,367. And once again, that's the University of Michigan. Next, at number 2, we have the League of Conservation Voters, and they are an American environmental advocacy group that advocates for sound environmental laws and policies, holds elected officials accountable for their votes and actions, and elects pro-environment candidates. Altogether, they have donated $401,184, and once again, that's the League of Conservation Voters. Next, at number 3, we have Alphabet Inc., and they are an American multinational technology conglomerate holding company headquartered in Mountain View, California, that came into existence through the restructuring of Google, of which it is now the parent company. Altogether, it has donated $293,583, and once again, that's Alphabet Inc. Next, at number 4, we have Blue Cross Blue Shield, and they are a U.S.-based federation with 34 independent and locally operated BCBSA, Blue Cross Blue Shield Association companies that provide health insurance in the U.S. to more than 115 million people as of 2022. Altogether, they have donated $278,078, and once again, that's Blue Cross Blue Shield. And finally, in 5th, we have Goldman Sachs, and they are an American financial investment bank and financial services company. Altogether, it has donated $213,005, and once again, that's Goldman Sachs. Now let's look at his donors at a glance. Industry-wise, retired, absolutely wonderful. Lawyers and law firms, Education, absolutely wonderful. Securities and investment, ooh. Democratic Liberal, boo, suck. Individually, University of Michigan, absolutely wonderful. League of Conservation Voters, Hey, that's fine. Alphabet Inc. Blue Cross Blue Shield. Goldman Sachs. But this has been a look at Senator Gary Peters, who is one of the 2 senators for the state of Michigan. As always, educate thyself. Think, read, study, learn. Someone tells you something you have trouble believing, ask them to cite their sources. I will be putting my sources and links in the description box below the video. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you all in the next one. Until then, later.